At St. Christine's Schools in Kibera, the Kenya Independent Schools Association Kibera branch organized a forum with school heads. The forum was meant to sensitize schools on how they can register under APBET, an alternative provision to basic education and training.
I've been advocating for informal schools to be registered. That is why it was very important that we organize such kind of a forum, so that the Minister of Education should know that these schools exist, and then they should register them, because the guideline has been launched in March, but up to now there have been silence about that registration. So that is why I thought that it's very important for us to organize such kind of a forum, so that we sensitize our members, and then after sensitizing our members, then they could now register their schools.
The Nairobi Sub-County Director of Education, Madam Florence Mudhoni, gave more clarification on some of the requirements for APBET registration.
The school should have, at least there should be some form of infrastructure, classrooms, toilets, and a compound. There should also be a curriculum in place that is being offered, the one that is recognized by the government of Kenya. There should be evidence that it is being offered, because we should find the syllabus that is approved by the KICD in school. We should also find the textbooks that are recommended. The other thing that should be there is that the teachers teaching there should be trained teachers. At least 30% should be P1 trained teachers. And those that are not trained should be undergoing a course to make them teachers.
Most of the schools responded positively, though there was a little bit of some fears.
I'm seeing that is a good idea, which I think most of us are trying to welcome and also to embrace it, to ensure that at least all students get basic education as embedded in the Constitution, Article 43, that every person should get basic education.
First of all, as you know, Kibera is a public land, so most of our schools don't have adequate space. Actually, on matters of space, I think most of us will not be able to meet the requirements. But according to the APBET, I think things are being kept easier, because as much as the space is a problem, we are being guided on how to set up our buildings or on how to create more space depending on where we are. Another thing is about the public health. That one is also a very big issue, because you find that as per what the public health wants, it's almost impossible to most of us to achieve. But because of this meeting, we have been able to table our fears and also what we think can be done to help us be able to meet the guidelines as per the APBET.
The member of County Assembly for Line Saba Ward, Mr. David Kitavi, encouraged schools on how important it was for them to be registered under APBET.
No schools should have any fear that they are going to be closed down or they are going to be deregistered. What these guidelines are meant to do is just to bring some kind of equality and some kind of sanity, so that you don't have quacks or people who purport to be running schools, yet they're running their own businesses in running schools. Number two, these guidelines are going to help schools interact more with the county government in terms of ensuring that services for the children are taken care of in a good way.
And Madam Florence did not forget to appreciate MAP Kibera for having already mapped all the schools in Kibera slum.
Actually, we have been using your information more than you can imagine. We have even been making photocopies of those maps for some people who are interested to work here in Kibera. So I wish you could have even given us more of them.
So I think that with MAP Kibera, in partnership with us, I would be really happy to see this working and making a change in Kibera.
Owino Joshua, for KNN, Kibera.